Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, it's Mike with TradeWinds RV Center here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Catalina Legacy 263 BHSCKLE travel trailer. I'm here to walk you around the unit, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A few things I want you to take into consideration. First and foremost will be your slide. Make sure that you leave enough room for this slide to come out unhindered, preferably nothing hanging directly over top of it. Then I want you to think about where your water and electricity hookups are. They are going to be both here at the rear of the unit. Your city water connect there at the white plug, and then your power cord here and your off camp side both at the rear. So park accordingly so that you can utilize the facilities. First thing you do when you arrive at the campsite is level your unit. The unit does come with a power tongue jack, a docking light. Simply raise or lower the unit. You do have a hole here, so you do have this hand crank to crank this down in case you lose power. Speaking of power, check your terminals, check your posts, make sure those have stayed connected well as you're bouncing down the road. I do recommend with a unit this long, you might want to come over to your off camp side and put a stick on level on the side of your unit so someone can tell you when it's level. Once you got your unit level, next thing you do is stabilize your unit. On all four corners you have stabilizing jacks and 3/4 inch socket driver to run these down. Now I do recommend stabilizing jacks. Stabilizing jacks are going to protect the feet of your, stabilizing pads. It's going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. Better distribute the weight. Get you 4 of them, put them underneath all 4 feet, and just run these down until they're taut. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks, so you're only going to want to bring these down to stabilize your unit. Once you have all 4 of those down, got our unit level, got it stable, we're going to go ahead and hook your power and water up. Again, power cord will be in your storage area, hooks up here on the back. Just to show you real quick how these hook up now. Actually going at an angle, push in, twist to the right, and then lock in with your washer. At the end of your 30 amp service, if need be, you do have a 30 to 110 adapter you can use. Got our power hooked up, let's hook our water up. Just to the left of this, your docking station for City Water Connect. First and foremost, water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines inside your unit. You always want to use this because you don't know what the water pressure is at different parks. Hook up your water pressure regulator, hook it up to the hose. Don't turn your water on yet. We're going to find your hot water over on your campsite. Is your hot water heater. All we're going to do at this point is return our rod. Make sure our drain plug is closed. You may have left it open from last time you were out camping, so you want to make sure you close that back up. Once that's closed, you can go ahead and turn on your water at the hose. After you've ran it for a little while, you're going to come up to this pressure release valve. You're going to pull on that and release the air out of the lines. You're going to burp the lines. Eventually you have a nice steady flow of water coming out here. Then you know that your hot water heater is full and you can light it from inside. Now if it's ever not working, come out here and take a look. These may be bubbled out. You simply push them back in. That's a reset. And this electric element down here, it's on off. Only turn that on from down here, your hot water heater, if you're using 110. Otherwise, you're turning on from inside, gas or electric. Now, if you're going camping and you're going to be using potable water, there's another spot for that. On the front side of your off-camp side is your fresh water connection. Just potable water, non-pressurized. Go ahead and fill that up with a hose. Do the same thing to your hot water heater. Burp the lines out. Once you know it's full, you can light it from indoors. We've got our water and electricity hooked up. I'm going to walk you around the unit before going inside. You do have your big pass-through storage here. A fresh water drain. Here's your black tank, which we'll talk about when leaving the campsite when your slides close. Big living room slide. In the back of the unit is your black tank flush, city water connect, and an outdoor shower, which you can put your handle up here. It's actually tall enough to take a shower in. Below that, your wastewater holding tank, sewage tank, and gray tank. Your cable and satellite hookup. On the back of your unit, you do have an accessory hitch and a low point drain. That'll drain all your other waters. The unit is prepped for a Furion backup camera. It's a device you purchase from our store. It electronically communicates with this device, giving you a backup camera on your vehicle. Around here, it's your Suburban grill. Have it pulled out. You push these down to pull it out or bring it in. Your fridge. A leash. If you got a pet you want to tie up outside. Up here is a vent for your microwave. There's a cable and 110 out here. Your outdoor speakers. This is your furnace heat release. Steer clear of that if you have your furnace on. That'll get rather warm. Your hot water heater we went over. Your big pass-through storage. Finishing up your hitch work right now. On your propane tanks, I just want to mention that you do have a regulator. Simply point that toward the tank you wish to be using. It's green now because they're open and full. If it turns red, switch over to the other tank. About covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside. Alright, so coming up inside your unit, first thing I want to point out, make sure that you and everyone you know that's camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is by the entry door in case of emergency. Because you know you have to slam lock your doors. Close a little easier with those steps up. Inside your doorway up here is your control panel. Here's where you check your levels, your brand new battery, and all your tanks are empty. Here's where you run your slide in and out. Here's your awning extend and retract. Just want to run that out until your flap falls down to 90 degrees. Here's your exterior lighting, your interior lighting. Here's where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. Here's where you turn on your water heater. Come around the unit here, 110 and USB ports. Coming to your stove here. This glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Simply turn that to light, hit your spark, and there's your flames. As you'll notice, when you turn these to light, it changes the color to red so you know that it's on. There's your panel light for that. Below that is an access panel to your fuse box and breaker box. Looks like you have mostly a handful of 15s in there. A couple of 40s. I highly recommend grabbing some of those from our store. Remember, anything that I mentioned from our store, you'd have a 10% off coupon to use. To the right of that is your 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. Now, the reason I mentioned that's 12 volt, it's always running off your battery, not your power. So if you don't have anything plugged in charging your power, use your battery disconnect when you're leaving for the day so this doesn't run your battery down. Your electric GE fridge is in here. There's where you turn your fridge on. Literally that simple. Fireplace. They're not just for looks anymore. Sure, we can change the colors on them and make them look all pretty. The biggest advantage of the fireplaces is turning on your heater. Now if you're somewhere plugged in and you're camping, it's a little chilly in the morning, instead of turning on your furnace and using up your gas, go ahead and turn this heater on, crank the heat up, bring the temperature up, and it'll get toasty in here in no time. Your Connex Smart TV. So let me show you everything that's involved in this. Components, 3 different HDMIs, Bluetooth hookup, and your FM radios on here. Turn on your FM radio, scan for channels, turn the volume up. You do have a remote control in the drawer here. It'll also handle your TV. Turn your volume up from here, still scanning channels. So everything is up on that new smart TV. Coming into your bedroom is your smoke alarm. Just want to mention in your bedroom you do have on the wall up here, it's prepped with a backer here. You can hook up the TV in here as well. A couple of 110s and USB ports. Under bed storage here. And your main light. Those are hand touch lighting. Coming out of your bathroom here. Sure you know how this folds down. You simply lift the front up. Storage underneath there, and that'll jackknife down to a bed. Over here I'll show you how to set this up for a bed. These two poles are separate. Just give it a little wiggle, and either the whole pole will come out like you did here, or it'll stick in here. But simply remove these poles, lay them on the ground, and all the way around this edge here you have a lip. I just start from the front and just slide it in. Bring your back cushions to the front. And just that quick, you have a whole nother bed. Sleeping quarters there, sleeping quarters there. Back in your bedroom and your full-size bunk beds here. Coming down the wall in the living room is your thermostat. So if you turn it to heat, to fan, or to cool, all three just kicked on. Just set that at the desired temperature, or you can just run a fan. In your bathroom, one thing I want to mention in here is you do have your 110 with GFCI reset on here. And some plumbing to maintain. Just keep an eye on that, make sure it doesn't wiggle loose. And remember, you're bouncing a house down the road, you want to make sure everything stays nice and tight. You do have a hand crank open window and an exhaust vent here. About covers everything on the inside. Let's set these all back up. Back in. Get your table out. Find the easiest. Doesn't matter which end goes in because both ends are tapered. Stand here at the front. Put these down. Tap them down. Set this back up by lifting the front. Pulling this. You also do have cup holders on there as well. Now the only thing I want to mention is before bringing your slides in, go through your unit and shut off all lights, because a lot of these are not by switch. Some of them are by finger, one touch. Same thing here and up here. So go through, shut off all your lighting, and make sure nothing is going to hinder your slide from coming in. Have nothing in the way. First thing I notice, bedroom door is still open. Close your bedroom door. Shut off your fireplace. Put the top down on your stove. And then run your slide in. Simply come up here and hit slide in. Slide runs in rather quickly. Again, just make sure you have nothing going to be in the way of your slide operation. As we bring this in, these living room lights will shut off up here at the control panel. I wanted you to hear that. That's okay to hear. It's just the slide mechanism adjusting itself. So it's okay to hear that. Shut off the rest of your interior lights. You see they got a couple of hand ones here and above your bunk. We're going to exit our unit. You're going to lift. Make sure your exterior door is all the way open. Lift this exterior door, turn this handle and lock that in. Close your door, lock and deadbolt your door. Lift and turn your handle. You're all closed up and ready to hit the road. Let's go around and drain some waters. You're going to bleed the lines out of your hot water heater and open your drain. You're going to come around to your off campsite. Bring up all of your stabilizing jacks. Come here to your freshwater drain. If you hooked up to potable water, that's where that water will drain out. And if you're hooked up to the city water and all the other waters, they're all going to drain right here. So open those up and drain your waters out. Head up to the dump station. You have two places to dump on this. Now we do have a sewage hose that comes in your convenience pack. We do have bigger, stronger, longer ones. You might even want to hook up a T to hook up both at the same time. We'll hook up our sewage hose. We're going to start here in the back. Hook up your sewage hose, pull your black tank. Once you pull your black tank for a while, it sounds like it's no longer draining, and leave that black handle open. Use your water pressure regulator on the hose at the dump station and hook up your black tank flush. You're going to run this for about 5 minutes. It's going to wash out your black tank, get all the nastiness out of there. The guy behind you can wait 5 minutes. So go ahead and wash that out nice. Come down here, close your black tank, open up your gray handle. That's going to be your cleaner waters, your sinks and showers. It's going to clean out your sewage hose for you. Close that gray handle. Come up to your other galley tank. Right here. And pull that gray handle. Hook up and pull it. Once that's cleaned out, take your sewage hose. Come to the back of your trailer. Pop that off, throw your sewage hose in there. A nice sanitary place to keep it. And head on down the road. Again, we thank you for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this trailer for many years to come. Happy camping.